absence of English, you can't get higher education, because nowadays I have spoken that English is the language of business, communication, sports, and education also. So, if you want to learn this language, then of course you can learn this language, but you have to open your mouth. Opening our mouth is very important, because we all want to learn this language, and if you want to learn this language, then if we have you will try to give your level best, and you should try to speak this language at least. After that you can speak. So if you want to survive your lives anywhere, then it needs to learn this language. We know how to speak Hindi and Bhojpuri, but we don't know how to speak English. So if you want to learn this language, and if you want to survive anywhere, then you need to learn this language, and with the help of environment you can learn this language, because in environment you get chance for speaking a topic, and if you want to speak this language, then you should try to give your level best, because if you want to learn this language, and if you think that really I can learn this language once a while, then it is not so, because if you want to learn this language, then it takes time for learning this language, to speak this language, and try to speak this language. After that you can improve yourself, and of course you will get that really I am improving in myself.
For learning this language.
Yes sir, conversation class is very important for learning this language, because without conversation class we cannot learn this language, because for learning a language conversation is very necessary, because and without conversation we cannot learn this language. So according to me, conversation is conversation is a big key of learning this language.
What are you thinking about sitting students? The students who are sitting can learn this language with the help of conversation class.
The students who are sitting can learn with the help of conversation class, because conversation class in Hindi we can say vartalab is very necessary, because without conversing each other we cannot learn this language. As I am conversing with you, you have asked with me, and I am answering your question. This is called conversation. So conversation class is very important for learning a language.
Do you agree with him, Abban?
Yeah, of course I agree with him that conversation class is really important for us, and it is a fact that conversation class is essential for the students who are sitting here, because without conversation class really we cannot learn this language, and only with the help of conversation we can learn this language.
Laddu, you tell that is English important for us?
Yes, sir, English is important for us, because nowadays I don't know that English is everywhere. So English is important.
English is everywhere is what? English is spoken everywhere or what?
Sir, English is spoken everywhere. So I think English is important for everyone.
Okay, tell your thought about English language. That is English important for us?
Yes sir, English is very important for us, because without English language we can't get higher education, and for getting higher education this language is very important.
Okay, Anjali, that is conversation class important for learning this language?
Yes, sir, conversation class is very important for learning this language, because when we come here, and then we create English environment, and on that time we speak in English, and we create English environment. So I can say that for speaking this language, conversation class is very important for us.
Maqsood, how are you feeling to talk among the students, to speak among the students about conversation class?
I'm feeling too much well after listening to the students, because they all are trying to speak this language, and if they try to speak this language, then of course they will do better in their lives, because everyone wants to learn this language, and that's why they all are coming here for learning this language. And for learning this language, coming here is important, and talking each other is very important. That's why I'm feeling too much well after listening my friends.
Okay, proceed please. Faidan, tell about conversation class. That conversation class is important, as Maqsood said from there that conversation class is very, very important. What is your thinking about conversation class?
Yeah, yes.
said totally right that conversation class is very important for us, because without conversing each other we can't learn this language, because if we don't converse each other, how can we learn this language? How can we know new sentences? So conversation is very important for learning this language.
How do you feel when you appear in conversation class?
First of all, we feel very well and we feel very happy when we appear in the conversation class, because in conversation class there is totally new environment and we learn a lot of new sentences. But after appearing in conversation class, we feel very well.
Is this language important for us?
Yeah, this language is very important for us, because we all know that this age is becoming digital and advanced age. So this language is very important for surviving our life in this age.
What are you thinking about English language, that English is important for this age?
Yes, sir. English is very important for this age, because in this age, if we have no this language, then we can't go ahead in our life and we can't survive our life easily.
This language, is this language important?
Yes, sir. This language is very important for us, because we are learning this language, and we should learn this language in anyhow, because when we can learn this language, that time we can survive our life easily.
For surviving our life, English is important according to you.
Yes, sir. For surviving our life, English is too much important, because English is such a language. With the help of this language, we can survive our life easily.
Okay, how is the environment of here?
The environment of here is very good, because all students want to learn this language. So I can say that the environment of here is good.
Do you think that students who are sitting can learn this language with the help of this environment?
Yes, sir. I can say that all can learn this language, because all are coming here regular, and all wants to eager to learn this language. That's what I can say.
Okay, Shakir, just want to ask a question with you. You tell something about the environment of here. That is the environment of here sufficient for learning this language?
Yes, sir, the environment of here is sufficient for learning this language, because we come here every day and we create an environment of English, and we talk more and more with our friends, and we don't get any type of hesitation, because we talk with our friends. And talking is very important for learning this language, so the environment of here is very sufficient for learning this language.
Okay, Afrina, I want to ask a question with you. That is education also important as English?
Yes, sir. Education is also important as English, because with the help of education we can appear in any examination, and we can survive. We can go ahead in our life, because education. Because with the help of education we can get a job also. And English is another thing. English is a language with the help of which we can deal in any situation. And after getting a job, we will need English language. So English is important, but education is also important, because education makes us sensible. It gives us a sense that what is wrong and what is right for us. That's why education is also important, and English is also important.
Okay, and again, that is conversation class important for learning this language?
Yeah, really, conversation class is very important for learning this language, because with the help of conversation we can improve in our speaking skill, because without conversation we can't learn this language, because this language totally depends on conversation class. So conversation class is important for learning this language.
Aban, do you agree with him that really conversation class is very important for us?
Yeah, I agree with him that really conversation class is very important for us, because unless we appear in conversation class we can't learn this language. So appearing in conversation class is also very important for learning this language.
Laddu, what is your thinking about English? That English is important for us?
Yes, sir. Really, English is important for us, because we all know that what is the importance of English. So English is important for us.
Do you hope that you can learn this language here?
Yes, sir. I hope that I can learn this language here,
How can you say that you can learn this language here?
because I come here every day, and after coming here I try to speak more and more this language, so I can say that I can learn this language.
What is your thinking, Faridullah, about him? That can he learn this language with the help of this environment?
Yes, sir. Of course, he can learn this language with the help of this environment. So, because this environment is very sufficient for learning this language, so he can learn this language.
Faridullah, you tell about this platform, means about English Point. That is English Point sufficient for learning this language?
This platform is very sufficient for learning this language because I am speaking with the help of this platform, and many of the students who have learned English with the help of this English Point, and nowadays they are teaching. So this platform is very sufficient for learning this language.
Really, conversation class is very important because without conversation we cannot learn this language. For learning this language, conversation, talking each other is very, very compulsory. Because this is only a language, not literature. That's why for learning a language, talking each other, conversing each other is very necessary. So I agree with them that really conversation class is very compulsory for learning this language. Thank you.